Hello, Jacob here, and in this video I wanted to highlight a particular test 366 from Andre from Mvideo. And I wanted to kind of highlight where this kind of inspiration for this test came from and what the outcome was, and maybe some follow-up test ideas. So during our coaching calls, we're looking at a particular product page for various product pages, and we honed in on a particular interaction that the control had. And so typically when people would be adding to cart, what was happening was they stayed on the product page, and then the button would change to go to cart, and then the basket was kind of changed state to a bit of a filled state, so to say. Okay. And as we were looking for testing ideas, it came to mind that Amazon and Etsy and other online retail leaders who actually run experiments, and they have this convention that typically whenever someone adds to cart on those sites, is that they take the customer user one step forward. So people move from product pages to cart pages automatically, and then there's some confirmation here and a stronger button. So again, we took this as inspiration, and this was the driver for the experiment. And so Andre took this idea and transformed this into basically A/B test. And again, as opposed to keeping people on product pages, in the variation, we shifted people to cart pages. So whenever someone would add to cart, they would see a bit of a confirmation here, my basket, and same as in Amazon, a stronger call to action, go to checkout, so they could keep on going in the sales funnel. And impact on sales was measured, and in the outcome, we detected, or Andre detected, and then shared with us a significant increase in sales. And here's the sample size, here's the p-value here. So highly significant result. If someone wishes to kind of actually view the effect, we have this available for members under this particular test here. I can link to that in the description. That's could be useful for estimating and weighing particular experiments if you were to run something similar. But essentially, this is a replication of a convention from what Amazon has been doing. Andre managed to kind of replicate that and copy a pattern from other leaders. Follow-up experiments. Again, some of the kind of reasons why this might have worked. I think there might be like three key things here. One is there's a change in the screen, so there's a sense that there's some sort of progress, right? So people are not stuck on the same page. So maybe that's one kind of property where maybe led to some positive increases. The other thing I think is there's a stronger confirmation, stronger feedback that an action has been taken and something has been added to cart. And third, I think this also has some potential here. So there's a very clear and primary call to action to proceed to the next step. So if someone wanted to kind of take this and was interested if any of these particular individual properties have more of an effect than the others, one could definitely run follow-up experiments or break this experiment down into smaller chunks. Maybe one thing could be again a lot more of a stronger confirmation, maybe an embedded kind of thing here saying la 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 blah blah blah, checkout. Something has been added to cart. As a separate variant, building on this, one could add variation, like another variation. One could add actually a button here to see if it's the strength of the button that needs to be push people forward. And then as a separate variation C, it could be exactly all this with all three properties tied together. And then one could kind of compare variation B, C, D, and to check which of these kind of properties has played the biggest role. But again, for the purpose of this experiment, we still have a significant positive. Yeah, I think this is an interesting experiment which shows, again, that copying from successful leaders who run a lot of experiments can lead to optimizations, successful optimizations. Yeah, if you have questions, leave a comment. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching.